This was our starting picture. Oh no, sorry. Okay.
Hey.
Anyway,
Oops. Oops.
well, welcome to Goodfellas FPL podcast. Welcome to the tips show for Game Week 5. My fantasy team is still in the basement, and unfortunately, I had to make the ultimate sacrifice and captain the striker player against my team. At least I got some decent points from that. But in any case, it kept a bad start for me. But the other two are doing much better. Pio is flying up,
No,
and so is Steffi.
I'm
Of
not
the
flying.
eight
I'm
games.
flying down, man. I'm flying down. I was holding back the wild card, and oh my goodness. That's what I'm just glad to see the back of Game Week 4. That's it. Bye bye, Game Week 4. On to Game Week 5.
And so
Any any
I'm pretty
reason why you
sure.
choose this as the cover page? By the way.
Oops. Oops.
Hey,
Oops.
what's that thing?
Oh, smells like
Yeah, too many fans here going on yeah, I don't know what's that. Hey, what's that again? I didn't see it. It went across. Oh,
oops. Oops. Oh, find the Easter egg, especially to shout out to Benjamin and Eric, our eat. I hope you all
oh
enjoyed the Easter
goodness.
egg.
Hey, last time, just in case you guys didn't see it.
Oops.
Huh?
Where's find it?
Just
Find it. Oh, there we
oh,
go.
there it is. Okay, let's move on,
Oh,
Oh,
guys.
whoa,
Hey.
whoa, whoa. Now I know why they call it whack-a-mole.
Okay, thank you.
Anyway, guys, I just want to ask a
oh.
question.
Oh,
What's up with that?
can't wait.
What's up with the face palm action? Anyway, I just want to ask, what is a hat's favorite beverage, Mister A
Wow.
Game?
No, I'm stumped on this one.
Okay, good fella, Fonzie.
No idea.
No idea. It's a cappuccino.
Ah, that's a good way to start things off. But the head joke. Maybe we should ask our listeners why we always start with a head joke.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm. For what you don't know is for us recording this is at 10 p.m. at night. Everyone else is asleep, and he chooses to do this kind of joke.
Mm,
Just to keep us all awake, guys. Come on.
that's right.
Okay.
Very rare to see Pio smiling. All right, let's start. Let's
Wait,
start. Let's go.
Okay,
let's
so
go.
without further ado, let's move on to the next segment, which is talking about the top transfers. Sorry, the best performing teams of Game Week 4.
Wow, well done to these
Yeah.
teams. I just want to have a special shout out to Lousy Team. Amazing points, 89 points in a week where everybody was glad to see the back off. Well, he had Van de Ven. Wow, he's got points everywhere. It's points galore. Van de Ven, Semenyo, the
Awesome.
top performers. Captain the right choice. Haaland against United. Joao Pedro just pops up with a goal or an assist. Um, Pretty good team here. So, lousy
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
Team owner is Yong Xiang or Xavier. Well done. Love to see you there. Up there, right up there.
Yeah, good job with zero transfers, and managed to 89 points. So that's well done. Also
Good
a
team.
shout out to Wizard of Ozil. He's a first timer in the league, and I think in the game I had to force him his my own nephew, force him to play, and look where he is now. Second in the table with a massive 81 points, and looking at his team, wow, he's got his Salah. Player of choice there. And Gabriel, Ruben, Van de Ven. Or sometimes it's just good to just go with your gut feel. But he's doing well. Well, good shout out to Wizard of Ozil. Hope they keep it up. And yeah, our friend Han Chen is also there.
Mm.
And yeah, so Ariston is also there. Going up in the top 10 of the table. So well done, guys. Keep it up. We
Uh,
will every week we will try and highlight really good players and showcase your team so that everyone can see.
just want to say a special shout out to our newcomer to this league. He was actually playing from game week 1, but he just joined us for this game week onwards. It's Kings of the Bridge, Joseph Cho, immediately making an impact.
Wow.
Uh, yeah, so nice one, Joe.
Well
interesting
done, guys.
also
So
the
keep
fact that
joining in. Yeah,
yeah, it's interesting considering the fact that some of the top performing players in the league itself are not necessarily the attacking players, which is something that we had a
exactly,
conversation about.
exactly.
Yeah.
Which I think we will discuss a little bit more today, right? As we can see, the top players are those that definitely in the defense and having good defensive contributions.
Mm-hmm. Okay, speaking of which, let's look at the top players transferred in and transferred out this week. No surprises there. Why Semenyo is right on top. Van de Ven as well because of the massive haul, and Haaland starting to look like his original form in last season, at the
Mm.
start of last season at least.
Yeah. And the two other players I would like to highlight is none other than our Palmer. Is it time to get him back? That's the question. At least 225,000 of people think so. It's time, but it's no small commitment because he cost 10.4. And yeah, Newcastle. Isak replacement, who scored in his debut. Walter Made, I think it's how you pronounce it. And he's at 7.0. Seems to be since Wisa is out for 5 to 6 weeks, he seems to be the focal point for Newcastle. So yeah, it's something that we can consider. How about the transfer outs?
Well, I
Oh
think it's
wow.
pretty obvious. People are losing patience with Wood, our last season's budget go-to forward. It's not finding it so well. A couple of quite a few major changes going on with the club itself. Ange, I saw somewhere where someone said that you can take the man out of Spurs, but you, can, but you cannot take the Spurs out of the man.
Yeah, they
Because
just lost.
Spurs
They just lost
blew.
at
Yeah,
EPL as well against Swansea 3-2. They were leading 2-0,
the
and all the
Carabao
way
Cup.
until 89th minute. They did an Everton.
Yeah.
Wow.
2-0 lead. They blew a 2-0 lead.
Yeah.
So in the Carabao Cup, so they have been knocked out. So that's why. I think we should stay clear of Forest players for now until they've stabilized a bit. Otherwise, it's a surprise to me to see Ekitike out. One of
Yeah.
those top transfers out, but I suppose people are making straightforward one-for-one change with Walter Mart in light of the recent news that
Mm.
Wisa is going to be out for some time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so people are losing patience with Rangers. Actually, he could have gotten a goal actually in that match, but yeah, they're losing patience. I think they are bringing these midfielders in. No
I'm
surprise
quite
for
surprised with I'm quite surprised with Kudus that they are taking out. Because uh, I think Tottenham have a good run of fixtures coming up, and I'm quite surprised. Maybe they are replacing him with Xavi, but I don't see Xavi in the top few editions though. But yeah, it's that's a surprise one for me. Ekitike, because I think he's losing his minutes, not guaranteed 90 anymore with Isak coming in more and more into the picture.
what's notable is Woods, who was one of the
Woods,
most
yeah,
selected players at
promoted
the
to
start of
us.
the
Yeah.
season. Slowly,
Yeah.
slowly going. Yeah,
Mm.
when he actually scored in for Germany a free kick. Yeah, so let's
Yeah.
see how it goes. No surprises for Bruno there.
Why no surprises? I wonder.
Surprises.
I would actually keep him if he wasn't 9. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if he was 8, maybe
Mm.
I would definitely keep him. Seems to be a bit of a premium price.
Mm.
Money could be spent elsewhere. That's why.
Yep, yep.
Okay, which brings us to neatly to looking at our teams. Okay, this one.
Yes, it's PO's team, right?
Yeah, it's my team. I was so tempted.
Favorite captain there.
I was so tempted to play the wild card, but I think I'm going to hold on because come on, Watkins against Sunderland. Fixtures, right? Come on, it's the fixtures, right? Because I am so going to be burnt, lah. But I think I'm going to stick to Watkins because the last time I took a player out, Palmer, he scores. Last week I said that I was going to bring Palmer out and then he scores and his replacement does nothing and his team has a red card, Lucas Paqueta. So I'm just gonna hold on to Watkins for a while because fixtures wise, it's so tempting. He can't be that poor. Aston Villa have not scored a goal in the last 4 games. How can that be? Unai Emery surely has something to do with that. Oops, sorry. So I
Ooh,
think that's
Oh,
what
you've
happened? You
gone,
see,
you've
you
gone.
got cursed. You know, you got cursed.
You've,
You see, you make fun some more. You make
that
fun
was
some
the
more.
Isak. That's the Isak curse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does not remember at the start we are talking about voodoo, right? Somebody's
I
doing it
think
to you now.
Yeah.
no wait, don't scare me, guys. 7 months, you know. What happened here? I think my wife accidentally switched off all the lights
I
through
think
the app.
Liverpool fan are switching you off, or the Newcastle fan. I think.
I think I'm just too loud.
I think
Okay,
they are
okay.
just enough of you.
So anyway, I will be holding on to my World Cup for another
Mm,
1 or 2 more game weeks, and then I'll be
mm,
playing it.
mm. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, Sa is going to be back next week, so I'm going to hold on to him because he seems to make Crystal Palace stick. So until he comes back, I don't think I'll be changing too much of the defensive because I really like Gehi, but I don't think they'll be able to keep clean sheets in the next 3 matches.
Right, right. I just like to shout out your king. It's a very good enabler at 4.5, and he plays right.
He starts
So
everywhere.
those of you, yeah, so those of you who are thinking about Salah and Palmer and Haaland, King is a very good enabler to fill up a slot lah. You know what I mean? Even if he's not a starting, he's a very good substitute for just in case Fulham have good games. So it's something to think about.
Yep, yep.
So looking at this, I'm guessing Tosin and Sa out.
Yeah, for this week, yeah, my subs would be okay, Sa will naturally be on the bench. Tosin is against United, so definitely going to be on my bench, the last sub. And De Kuiper, I'm still not convinced about Brighton's defense yet. So De
And he
Kuiper is
had a
going to
knock. He had a knock in the previous game.
yeah, that's right. So naturally, my team picks itself. For keeper, that's the only choice I have to make. As much as I like Petrovic at home for Bournemouth, I think Newcastle may score. So I may go with Kelleher for now. It's an
All right.
away match though.
This is mine. Um,
Oh,
More to
solid.
do with the fact that I cannot really get rid of much else, and I'm actually taking a hit for this. Doesn't really matter at the bottom of the table, but at the end of the day, I'm playing week by week now. I'm not sure whether I can even chase the top, but okay, let's just play week by week. So looking at it, I'm joining the Semenyo and Joao Pedro gravy
Faith.
train here. What I'm hoping to do is either they score and I can be part of it, or I jinx them so that they both don't score and then everybody else lose. Okay, so either way, I I win. This is my contribution to y'all. So if in the next game week these two don't score, right? Okay, you're very welcome. Other than that, I'm keeping most of the majority players. I will consider removing Ednori and all in future games as well as Wood for now. This is how I decide to hold it. I hope that Kudus will return points this week, well, and therefore
Yeah, I, I
give me value.
I think just like what Pio mentioned, right? There are certain teams with good fixtures, and Nottingham Forest. Although we avoid, don't buy, but if you already have like Anderson and Wood, it's not the time to get rid of them, lah. They are playing weaker opponents at this time, so you can still have time to get rid of them lah, later, I guess.
Okay, so what about your team?
Mine, after a disaster of a game week four, bye, game week four, bye bye. I had no choice. I had two, three injuries, and then I just had to click the wild card. And then after I was happily changing, I realized that hey, maybe I should have waited one more week. But any case, it has been clicked, it has been confirmed, so I
Yeah.
am on the wild card. So I need to look at my team for yeah, beyond just the next game week, because I have Man City players and I have Arsenal players and they are
Oh.
meeting each other, and I have Chelsea players and they are meeting Man United, and it's a fact that Chelsea doesn't do well at Old Trafford. So yeah, so these are some questions that I need answered, but I have changed my defenders to, you can see lah, Gabriel is there, Van der Ven is there. um I am defense heavy in that sense, because you can see that a lot of the defending points are quite massive when you get it right. Like last week, in terms of the Spurs defense, did very, very well. So I am a bit defense heavy. Guardiola started for them, and I think he's Pep's favorite. So I'm having him in as a long term and as a differential as well. So yeah, so as you can see, I have spent a little bit on the defense. In terms of the midfield, they are cheap and good, I hope. Enzo, Kudus, all $6. Grealish, Semenyo is my most expensive midfielder in Rangers. So you can see where I have did the budget. So my budgets are all in the midfield because they are actually quite good performing midfielders at quite good prices. So I didn't feel the need to buy a Salah. I mean, the Bomo needs to end soon, right? So I'm hoping after the 7 month Bomo, yeah, it's all downhill for Salah owners. Okay. Quite irritated to see that every 90th minute he always pops up with something. Even when he's doing nothing, something comes up on him for him. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's it. And then my upfront. Reason why I go for Goikarez and Gabriel is because Arsenal fixtures gets very, very good after next week. And yeah, so I need to have consistent Arsenal players in and Man City as well. So yeah, so this is how it's formed. This is the formation I get for my wildcard. I wouldn't advise though. If you go on to the next slide, I have two questions to ask. If you can put it into your comments as well. So I have a choice in terms of Goikarez. I can downgrade Goikarez because Goikarez is $9 to Walter Made. He's 7, so I save some money there, and I can upgrade my Enzo to Palmer. So I'm not sure whether that would be a better choice. Um, or would Palmer fail us again? The first two, 3 games he is a failure. But how do you trust the current signs with him?
Mm, I feel like Ultimate it may be a good signing because I feel that Gyökeres next two fixtures may be quite tough, and to me, Gyökeres currently seems like a guy who steamrolls the flat opponents, but against tricky opponents he struggles. Whoever
Right,
tries to
right,
attack. So all your Burnleys, your Leeds, your relegation battlers, right? Play
yeah,
Gyökeres,
yeah,
Gyökeres to do well. But Ultimata seems to be getting service, and the team seems to be able to provide the service for him. Like Murphy coming in the crosses, Harvey Barnes coming in with the crosses and all that. And this guy is
right,
lanky, he's tall, so he's gonna get
right.
those opportunities for headers and all that. So to me, he seems like a better buy. And Palmer to me is still a wait and see, hold and see first, because it's just one match. That was a match that he just came on and he got the goal. So yeah, sure. He also had another goal in midweek this against Bayern Munich.
Yep,
But
yep.
let's wait and see for Palmer first.
They play Bayern Munich. I thought Newcastle played Bayern Munich.
No, they played Bayern Munich this morning.
Oh, is it Chelsea?
Yeah, it's a thriller, 3-2 that Bayern Munich won. Harry Kane brace.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. Chelsea, yeah, correct. Bayern Munich.
As I mean, I'm not the right person to
Oh,
ask, but if anything, I would
yeah.
say that as a differential person, right, I would also prefer not to take Eucharist for this particular one. But for the
For
other
this.
two, I think if you
Hmm.
base on statistics, right, Palmer is not the one to choose yet. But if you base on gut feel, which which is can be equally beneficial, then Palmer might be the one that people don't have, and therefore will bring it forward. So if you are differentials kind of person, then the
Right.
ones on the right would be the better ones for you.
Because I'm wild carding, so I'm thinking about future games as well. You see, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So when you're
Yeah, yeah,
thinking, you cannot
yeah.
think of just only one hit because it's not a free hit; it's a wild card. So I'm just thinking which one would be. I wish I could have Gokares and Palmer. That would be
Can,
ideal. But of course, you cannot have that.
can,
Palmer.
but
So the
your
real question here
your
is
Yeah. but definitely very good
So
inputs to think
the
about.
real question
All
here
If
is
right.
whether
those two,
Palmer.
yeah.
Sorry, the real question here is whether you want Palmer more or Gyökeres more. I feel because you can only afford to have one of
Yeah.
them only.
Good question.
So who is going to
Yeah.
be more valuable? If
Right.
you want to
Right.
do a straightforward comparison like that, both are also on penalties. Arteta has said that Gyökeres will take the penalties as well. Yeah.
Oh, really?
So
Okay. Okay.
if you want to go that way, then I feel Palmer is more value lah because of 5 points per goal scored as
Right.
opposed to yeah.
Understand.
Okay, so moving along, we have this
Okay.
our last uh our last graphic for today.
Yep.
So these are all your captain options, I guess. Back to the three kings of the previous years: Salah, Palmer, and Haaland. So we have gone full circle, haven't we, guys? Okay, so I mean, if you are having these players in your team, the Salah owners, if you have him against Everton, well, I mean, he can be a dead duck for 93 or 97 minutes, right? By 98 minutes, you never know. He may just come up with something again. All right, it's still the Bomo month, so anything can happen. Palmer, as what the guys have already mentioned, yep, he's always there in and around, and he's also a penalty taker. And can you disregard Haaland even if it's against Arsenal? Man City and Arsenal has always been quite a high scoring game. Usually no clean sheets between them. Usually, so if there's anyone that is going to score, well, maybe it's Haaland. So I mean, if you have him, might as well you captain him. So these are your three captain picks. If not, it will for me it will be Semenyo. If that would be the other one at home against Newcastle, that would be a differential. So those are your captain picks for this week, game week 5, and I'm hoping that it will be a much better game week as compared to game week 4, so that we can climb up the ranks and I can start chasing PO
Just
again.
one position away only. One.
Yeah, exactly. You can still smell the air around me. The air.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks, bro.
Okay, so that wraps up this game week. We hope that you enjoy and have a good game week this week and have high scoring players. In any case, for me, if the last week's luck is to be followed, right, then I should probably captain João Pedro against Menu.
What?
Okay. So in any
Oh.
case, please remember to join our league if you want. Please enjoy, give us your comments, give us your likes and shares, and subscribe to our channel. And take care.
Bye bye.
All right.